What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Mist again, and today we're going to be going over on how to create a game using the Lyra sample pack and packaging that game, bringing it more to alpha mode, if you will. First off, if you have not done so already, you would need the Epic Games Launcher account, and as well as also the 5.1 or 5.0 version launcher or higher. And after you download the Lyra starter sample pack, go ahead and launch that version of that game. And once the editor pops up, it won't look like this. I'm actually working on a open world level, so yours might actually look more like the default Lyra menu. And I'll go ahead and just push play just to show you guys the Lyra setup. One is my game with different kind of things I've added. You have to edit. This game's fully packaged. Okay, so first thing you want to do is go ahead and go to Edit, Project Settings. If you're like me, I've been just recently trying to just emulate and kind of copy paste things over, just like how I've been learning from amateur softwares like GDevelop, but just grasping some concepts, and I had to go and buy a book on how to use Unreal. And in that book, it told me the first thing to do was after you create your project and you set up the description and the map modes and the packaging, you want to go ahead and change the description, leave the ID, the project name, the project version can stay this way for right now because it's not online. You will need it to update this version when it's online, because it'll help update the game. But right now we're just doing it for offline reasons. Make sure you just put your company name, the homepage of your website, if you have copyright policies or anything there. Go over to map and modes. If you have a custom map already, go ahead and change it here on the startup map, or on the startup map, because our default startup map will be the front end of Lyra, which is the menu and everything right here. If you have a menu map, go ahead and put it right here, as well as also just leave the server map default for right now. We'll get into that later, I believe. Packaging, you'll go ahead and leave all this alone, and go ahead and change this one in your projects tab, the build configuration, change it down from development to shipping. Your build target will be the Lyra game, and I do know that we can probably change this later. I haven't yet, because this is what the game template is running off of. If I do change it later and it does save everything under that target, that's pretty cool. but for right now, we'll just leave it as the lyra game. Go ahead and hit the exit button, and you'll come over here to platforms, and it'll show that it'll have a warning sign that these might not be compatible for the SDK of these devices here because we didn't set it up for those. It's just for Windows. If you'd like to learn how to change that, just go back to the edit and project settings, go over to, I believe, all settings, is it? No? Platforms. I believe it's not for platforms. No. Supported platforms. Okay. So you'll come down to supported platforms and it'll show that it's selected for all these ones, but I only did it for Windows, so I'm always going to keep this blank for that. And then we'll leave everything else alone. Then you'll come to platforms, go to Windows, and package project. When you hit package project, I would do it, but I didn't add any updates to this version. So you'll hear like a robotic sync or like a click. And if you hear that, that is a good thing. That means it's being cooked, it's being packaged. And the output log will pop up and start showing you all these crazy random numbers. But at the end, let me see if I can read it for you guys. Hold on. I gotta find one of the packages that it does for rendering. It'll normally say it like this: how many packages it's been completed out of so many. But towards the ending, it'll let you know if the package project was good or not. It'll say build successful. Messing up the stream right now. But it'll say build successful. And when the build is successful, you'll be able to launch your folder or your game. Oh, I forgot to explain when you go and save. Okay, when you hit launch platform and you hit package project, you'll hear that robot sound after you save the folder into where you need it to go. So for me, give me a second. Gotta pop up the project files. Okay, mine is in my Pyronauts folder, and then you want to go to, in your Pyronauts folder, you want to make a folder in content and name it publish right here. Okay, you want to create a new folder and make it published and save it in here. Then you'll have the robot seeing, you'll see the output log, and if you have a build successful, it'll save it to that published folder, and it'll be Windows. Okay, and once the Windows is there, you can then, you want to copy all of this right here, okay, and you want to compress it to a new folder, a new zip file, and once that zip file is ready, you can then unzip that file and open your game. It'll be in the file that you saved it under. So mine was in my Pyronauts folder. It was zipped, but mine has been updated a couple times to where I accidentally put it more in the front. But this is my game that I made the other day. Fully functional. Sorry, my computer's lagging out for some reason as of now. When you launch your game, when you launch this or try to open this folder after you unzip it, your computer will say that it's untrusted. Just try to find a way to say yes, like you want to open the file. Try to see if you can see an option for more, see more, and if in the little error box, if you can say yes, just try to open the file, because the distribution file certificate isn't there because now it's not being distributed by anybody, if that makes sense. It's literally your game. So you could take this game over to itch.io or somewhere else that releases web games as well, or full base offline games that you can integrate to online. That'll be yours. And then you can take this file and also upload it to the marketplace or Sony's platform and Xbox and work from there. But if you've made it this far, this is your game. It's my game running off of online. Offline. You can set up offline mode, change the LAN network. And once the game's packaged, it runs a lot more smoother. There's no lag time, no loading or anything. And it loads my character that I set up from the forefront on this game. This game is packaged and coded on blueprints to load my guy. He's bald right now because the LOD light of display is on level 1 for meta-human creators, and later hopefully I'll update it, but this is the full functioning version of the game. I totally started in the wrong spot, but okay. I will go ahead and be updating this game to the Steam website, so you guys can go ahead and check it out and play it as well. See the proof that there's a new game coming out here soon called Atlas Moon Pyronauts. I will also be going over and making more how-to tutorial videos on how to make an inventory system, character selection, and level selection. We'll also probably go with in the main menu. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe. As well as always, stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you.